Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Skyrise, your early morning show where we talk all things gaming. Can you believe it? Mario Kart World got even more quality of life updates since the last time we talked about it. But I wanted to highlight one in particular. Now you can pick custom items, and what that means is you can turn every single other item off and then pick the Kamek item, and if you remember, the Kamek item allows you to unlock characters, so it makes unlocking characters way easier and way more convenient than the hours and hours and hours that it used to take before. Let's check out what is going on in the world of Pokemon TCG Pocket. I have no idea what I opened last week, but I am gonna randomly pick a... let's go with Gyarados. Open a Gyarados pack. We'll spin it to win it, and stop. Slice and dice. We got Phantom, Melton, Absol, Joltik, and Jellicent. Be sure to comment which pack we open next week. Moving right along to what I'm playing. Recently, this week, it's been, well, and kinda last week, it's been a lot of Metroid. And the reason I've been playing so many Metroid games is because I've been trying to complete both of the ones that I've owned for years on my backlog, which were Metroid Dread and Metroid Prime Remastered, before Metroid Prime 4 Beyond released. I'm very happy to say that I was able to do that with only one day remaining. So thankfully, I'm all caught up to speed, and I gotta say, Metroid Prime 4 is probably one of the best Metroid games I have ever played. It's way better than the other two. You can tell that those 8 years that they took recreating the game from the ground up truly helped, because just looking at the atmosphere at the very beginning, it is jaw-dropping gorgeous. For a Nintendo game, absolutely. There's an option to play in either 4K 60 or 1080 120, and I had to go with 4K. It was so worth it. Usually I get stuck in Metroidvanias because I have to backtrack, and that's kind of how it goes. But I've only gotten lost like 2 or 3 times so far, which is not horrible. I'm really enjoying the game. There's big moments, the music is fantastic. I have nothing but good things to say about it. There was one room where it's kind of misleading of what you're supposed to do, but once you figure it out, you're like, oh, okay, I get it. And I feel like it does train the player to remember that so it doesn't happen again later on in your playthrough. So far, 10 out of 10 game, I love it. I think it's the best looking Switch 2 game. But I can't wait until we get a Switch 2 game that is only meant for the Switch 2. That they have only set it for the Switch 2 and not also for the Switch 1. Because that means even more work will go into the singular game meant for the more powerful console. And it'll look and be even better than any of the games that we currently have thus far. Another game I've been playing is Kirby Air Riders. It's so fun. It's chaotic, but it's a lot of fun. And last time I played, I focused on online a lot more. So much so that I was able to somehow craft the Hydra, which is this big vehicle that kind of looks like a plant. A bunch of spikes, it's green, and it is extremely difficult to build. You kind of have to get lucky, you need some skill, but I was able to get this vehicle at the last second. And once you have this specific vehicle, you're basically indestructible, and you are going to win the minigame that you go into after the 5 minutes are up. With that being said, I did just that and absolutely destroyed all of the other competitors. I would say it's my best moment in Kirby Air Riders. I'm not sure if I want to 100% the game just because there's a lot of very particular things that you have to do. It's definitely not as easy control-wise as a game like Mario Kart World. It's good, it's just not something that I think I'm the best at. I think I can definitely just get lucky. Because Mario Kart World, I've been playing Mario Kart since I could hold a controller, so I'm much better at that than I am at any other racing game. Including Gran Turismo 7, where the very first vehicle I ever got was a Lamborghini, and I immediately crashed it into a wall. Anyway, let's move on to Character Conundrum. Last week, Whiplash6548 got it right with Bomberman, and he claims for some reason that I look like him. What do we think? Is he onto something? Congratulations, Whiplash, and for this week, here's your hints. This character absorbed their friends' memories. They ride a 3-wheeled motorcycle, and they suffer from motion sickness, which doesn't really make sense if they ride a motorcycle. But anyway, that's the character. Let me know who it is down in the comments. Who could this possibly be? And find out next week. Let's go over the Twitch top 5. These are the top 5 clips of the week chosen by our amazing Patreon community members. Without further ado, coming in at number 5. Ooh! I thought that was the end. I don't understand. Where are the monsters? Oh! Oh no! Pog's sister. That should not be funny to me. and you know what? Speedrun tactic. Oh shoot. Oh no! Damn. I just lost to some balding... Oh wait, that's me. To see these moments and more, be sure to click the Twitch link down in the description below. I stream every single day, and I am going to be streaming the Game Awards on December 11th. That's next Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, so make sure you're there. It's going to be a night to remember. As we get to the end of this episode, we do have to give a shout out to the Patreon community members. And before we do, I asked them a question earlier this week. Who did they vote for Game of the Year? And these are some of the responses that I got. Cosmic Moonwolf voted for Death Stranding 2. Spamming Sparrow voted for Donkey Kong Bonanza. And Jonix voted for Expedition 33. May the best game win. Are you hyped for Game of the Year? I'm so excited. Who do you think is gonna win the best family game? Donkey Kong Bonanza or Mario Kart World? With that being said, shout out to Hi I Am Alive, Poyo, Cosmic Moonwolf, and Spamming Sparrow. Spamming Sparrow is getting a little lonely. Somebody should definitely become a solar superstar. Of course, we can't forget about our elevated heroes, Jonix and Matthew 2EK. Thank you everybody so much for all of the support. Let's keep growing the Patreon community, make it a great place to be, and if you like exclusive offers like early access YouTube videos, places that only you can see in the Discord server, and so much more, then click the link down below, check out the Patreon. You can actually join for starting as low as $1 a month, and Tier 3, if you want to become an elevated hero. Fun fact, it's actually less than one Tier 1 Twitch sub, so you can get way more benefits. Definitely something to think about, but I would really appreciate if everybody joined in and supported over on Patreon, because that's how we're able to keep this show running. Thank you so much for watching episode 43 of the Skyrise. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with some friends. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.